You get that all the time?
I get it all the time. All the time. I used to play ball, but not anymore. And now I transitioned to YouTube.
Just be like a really good golfer or something, and then get on the golf leagues, and they're like, "Yo, it's Michael Jordan." That'd be awesome,
right? I know. I might try it out. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
I know, pretty
Doing
good.
great. How are you?
Doing amazing. It's been an interesting week.
I'm really excited about this program to find out what we're going to learn, what's different. Have any of you guys been trying the vertical live yet?
No, I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
I tried it
I
once.
streamed on it twice.
I tried it
actually.
once.
Mhm.
I don't know how to.
4 or 5 months.
did it.
Yeah, it's good.
I
I
had
did it
a
all the
really
time.
weird group of people come through though that were kind of gross. That was
Well,
my
you know
problem.
what? That's true. I got a couple weird people that popped in too, because when you do YouTube live, you just get anybody popping in. But yeah,
Yeah, I wonder
I
if
used
there's
to-
access for moderators or something. Oh, sorry.
I used to do it
Oh,
all
I had
the
some
time.
really good mods that day, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I used to do it all the time and get like millions of views, but my views have gone down drastically.
You know
Oh,
why?
I'm sorry.
No, I have no idea.
Damn.
I really want to figure out. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Did you Did you be inconsistent after a while from like posting?
No, I post every day. Maybe I wasn't going live every day anymore, but it was still every week.
What type of content did you do? If you want me asking.
ASMR. You guys can check it out. It's fantastic. I'll put it in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah, no problem.
I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say
if
I
you guys
want to.
all want to put your channels in the chat, we can
Oh,
check them
sorry.
out.
I was gonna say I want to try seeing if we can do like live streaming video games. I want to learn how to do that on vertical. It'd be dope.
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, you can. I actually stream live every
Some
day
people
on gaming.
have done it. I've seen people do the vertical lives, like with World of Warcraft or with Hearthstone or something like that.
I gotta learn how to do that.
I did
Yes, you just have to use Streamlabs. I personally did it for a
Streamlabs? Okay.
while. Yeah, because I did it
I
for the
know
first
you
half
can
when
also
Vertical
do it
came
with
out.
OBS or with
Yeah,
StreamYard.
plugin. Yeah, I use OBS.
Do you have any
Do you,
tips on how to get it to not be so laggy? Because mine, like it lags when I'm trying to stream it.
What's your internet speed? It could be your internet connect. Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
you
have
gotta
to
check
prop-
how much the download speed is, because
Yeah,
that's what could be interfering with it.
That and
Yeah,
also your
just
bit
upload
encoder
speed
as
too.
well, and what game you're playing. Because Space Marine 2 uses a lot of CPU,
Hell
and
yeah,
I
it
had
do.
to reduce my encoder to lower, and allowed me to stream very smoothly. But it also depends your PC as well, your internet settings. Yeah,
Reduce the
encoders
encoder.
heavily.
We found a solution to that. My daughter
You guys,
she got a mesh system and then she puts a cord from that into her computer and it solved the problem.
Oh, like an Ethernet?
Yeah, kind of like I don't know. My husband's an IT guy, so it's very helpful, but it's called a mesh thing. So like we just got it at Costco and you plug it in near the computer and then you just plug that in. And like she went, you don't need to change your computer, right?
This is so helpful.
Huge deal.
Some vertical live. I gotta try this. I never tried this.
Dude, try it.
Me
Thousand people, and you get
Invitation only program. All materials here are confidential. I will record the session, the intro session we have tomorrow, and I will share in our website so you can rewatch if you need. But please do not share links here. Also, information that I'm sharing with you, we are sharing here like confidential information. So that's super important. I think there are like people already still unmuted. If you could mute yourself, just then my audio would be better. Okay. So what do you learn today? What are you talking today? So first, what is the bootcamp? What are the benefits and requirements? I'll share this incentive program that I just created. What is Vertical Live at YouTube? So I know that there are groups here that they have already created a Vertical Live, or that you have never heard about it. Then I'll share a bit of content strategy, best practices that we have seen across other creators. How to prepare before going live. So share best practices as well. We'll have a session next week entirely dedicated about best practices. And also for the ones that have their lives scheduled or already posted a live, I'll share a link to have access to this panel that we have with our product team. And I'll explain that better in our newsletter that was sent today. So basically, if you already posted a newsletter, or if you're planning to, I'll have a form where you submit. And once you submit the form, I'll send you the link to have access to this panel with the product team, because it's important for us that you're making the questions about Vertical Live and you have experienced it a little bit. And then we move forward to FAQ. How to ask a question here in this panel. So basically, there is a tool on Google Meet where you can select Q&A, ask a question there, and then at the end of this session, I'll be able to respond the top 2 most voted questions, and all other questions, I will compile them and send to the newsletter. So every Monday, I'll send you a newsletter. So I'll send all the questions and answers to this newsletter as well. I think there's 2 people unmuted. So please make sure that you are muted. Okay. So I am Anna Carolina. You can call me Carol. So basically, I have 10 years experience with product innovation. I have worked in marketing, content creation. I am originally from Brazil. I have also worked in the product marketing of YouTube trends, and my dream job was to find ways to empower creators. And I am here in this team. I'm based in LA now. And what happened is that I joined my dream team 4 months ago, and now I'm launching this project with you all. So really excited about this opportunity. I am also yoga teacher training. It helped me a lot to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I am also a DJ as a hobby. I don't think I am a great DJ, but I will use this with this bootcamp. So I'll also, while you're creating live, I personally would create live myself, and I'll join this program also as a creator to experience and struggle with you all. So I am with you. And also I'll find a way that we can share with each other when we have lives, and we can support each other as well. So what is this bootcamp about? So basically, the bootcamp has 8 week is an 8-week program. So after this 8 week, the Vertical Live bootcamp will terminate, but you have access to our community. What you have as benefits right now. So 1, you have access to this weekly workshops and sessions that we have. I'm creating those sessions is exclusive to our bootcamp. So there are materials here that you are the first creators that will have access to these materials. be creators that will have access to talk with the product lead that invented Vertical Live. So really exclusive sessions and opportunities. I also created a website, so you can register through this website. So all our sessions will be there. I'll also add new sessions and events opportunities, for example, a tour in our YouTube office. I'll also add a session with B&H where they share tricks about how to choose the best lighting, cameras, microphones, and everything. And I'll also be sharing everything. Our main point of content is through our newsletters that I will send every Monday. So please make sure that you check our newsletter, because if we have new events, if we have new opportunities, tricks, I'll share through those newsletters. Second, you have access to your community partner manager at YouTube, myself. So here's my email that you can already copy. You can save it. I'll also send through the newsletter. I am here so most of our interactions, they will happen in our sessions. But let's say you have an urgent question about content creation, about the bootcamp itself. You can send me an email.
Yeah, one merchant treated.
For technical questions. So the way it works here is first submit your technical question or issue through YouTube support. But let's say you didn't love the answer you received it, or you have a urgent situation, please email me, but make sure that you add in the email the subject. You need to inform me also your channel and the case ID. So once you submit your issue to YouTube support, you receive an ID. So I need this number so I can apply internally, and maybe it might be faster. So I'm also providing you this access. So please feel free to just email if you have any issues, and not necessarily need to be with Vertical Live Streaming, can be with your channel, but just be mindful, because I receive hundreds of emails per day. So be mindful that this is actually an urgent question, and I'll prioritize your answer. 3, I'm launching this exclusive incentive where you have access to prizes, and I'll explain a little bit about that later. 4, I'll also share with you events and opportunities. And number 5, which I think is super important about this bootcamp and our community, is this access that you have with other creators. And I think it's super helpful, because I saw in the first 5 minutes how much we are sharing with each other, and we have been through similar or different paths. And one way to interact, I'm creating an exclusive Discord server for us. So in this Discord, you can collab with other creators. You'll be able to ask questions. I'll be there. Even we can have like creators leading sessions. So I also want to create this space for us. And about the incentive. Let me see if this page is showing for you all. Okay. How it's going to work. So this is a plus. It's not mandatory if you don't want to join, or please, it's up to you. I will share also a form where you'll be able to submit interest. So I'll share that through our newsletter, and I'll also explain better about this incentive in our next session, the best practice session. But basically we have 3 tiers here, and they're all cumulative. So you can get prize, gold and silver, and you basically get as much as you give. So option number 1, if you stream or schedule one live by this month, where you submit by Monday 14th, I will send you YouTube beanie, and you give access to exclusive sessions. For example, the session with the product lead. So what you need to do is basically submit a form, and I know that maybe can be tight to do by Monday 14th. So that's why I'm also accepting if you schedule your live streaming, because now you can have this feature to schedule your live streaming. You can also show me that you schedule and will be okay to accept the price. And then I will give more details, but basically you have a website where you claim which swag you want, and then you will receive that. It will be mailed to you. Option number, price number 2 is if you attend 2 live sessions and you stream 3 lives by November 7th, I will send you a live streaming tripod. I'll share the picture and information in the next session. I'll also, you have access to exclusive sessions and events. For example, the LA tour, where you visit a YouTube office, and other opportunities. I'll basically, all the events we have in our community, I'll be sharing with you. The gold prize is if you attend 3 sessions, where from those 3 sessions, at least 2 need to be watched live. So basically, let's say the 3rd one, you can just watch the recording if the session was recording, and it's fine. You stream 3 lives by November 11th, and you activate either super chat or stickers. That basically is a way that helps you to monetize live streaming. I will send you a wireless microphone. You also have access to exclusive sessions, events, and also one-on-one content strategy with me or someone from the YouTube team. I'm just curious, you like it? Is something interesting? I was just curious to get your feedback.
We can speak.
Can I ask a question? Laboratory Pops 4 here.
Sure.
When you say streaming, is it just our live streaming if we're doing a 3 live streaming for that period of time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so we're saying about vertical live streaming, and you stream 3 different vertical lives by that period. So by November 11th, you will have led,
and this might seem like a silly question, but I'm new to vertical live, and I'm also very new to YouTube.
Sure.
Would vertical live be just turning my device? Because I do lives on my Apple iPhone.
Oh, okay. I will share all this information with you soon. So about how you go live and everything.
Yeah, that would be awesome, because I'm a little bit that's where I'm
Sure.
confused with the vertical live.
Sure. And let's leave the questions when I finish the presentation. And so next session, they will be entirely dedicated to best practice and how to go live. So where do you press? Do you use your phone? Do you use encoder? I'll share everything with you. And also we have a video here with this step-by-step, which there is someone recording how they actually created vertical live. So we'll share that with you all. So okay, what's vertical live? Obviously, and that's not the best answer, is the streams that they're taller than they are wide. Okay, but that's not a caveat here, because what happens with vertical live versus horizontal live is that this is a new product, meaning that vertical lives, they will stream, you appear in the short discover feed. And that's the main difference here, which means that you might reach a new audience. And just start thinking about that, because it might change the way you think about your content strategy. Basically, let's think about one party. And when you have horizontal live, when you're inviting people to your party, they already know who you are. So it will be easier to join. But when you are in your vertical live stream, you're inviting people to a party, but they do not know who you are. So you need to make sure that when you do your vertical live, you're sharing who you are, or you need to find ways to keep people engaged with your content. And there are two main ways to go live. One, using your mobile, where I'll share in the newsletter the step-by-step on how to go live, and also in the next best practices session. Or you can also use one encoder. So this is the main way, especially for who is in the gaming space, is to use an encoder, or if you're a musician. I know that there are a lot of creators here that they already use encoders. So if you want to share in the chat an encoder that you recommend, feel free to write here. But we'll also talk better about that in the next session. What you have different from vertical live now versus what we have in the past is that we have a new user interface. So it's way less fluid to watch, and that increases a lot watching time across our creators. So we have a new interface. And also, so it shows on the shorts feed as well. But let's say you just want to watch live streaming. When you are scrolling the shorts feed, the discoverability feed, if you press pause, and you can try that right now if you're not using your phone, you press pause, and then you'll be able to see a live option. If you click there, only live streaming will show to you. So it's basically a feed only with live streaming. So I would recommend to try that, to also check what is happening, like what types of live streaming are being successful, or if you can get any other ideas. And why go vertical live? And also here, you don't need to, it's just a suggestion. So also think about your content, if that makes sense for you or not. So one of the things is discoverability. So as vertical live is made for mobile first, it will show in the shorts feed and might reach a wider audience. And also, it's a new product, so there are not many creators that already join vertical live, which is an opportunity to creators to thrive, because let's say there is less, not competition, but content that are, and YouTube is sending a lot of signals to the shorts with live streaming, so your probability to be seen there is higher right now. So it's more time to start, and also why I wanted to start the bootcamp right now. Deepening audience engagement. So, and this is a bit different from horizontal live. It's really important for your viewers to enjoy real-time engagement. So that's why we have reactions, emojis, and creators that are normally really successful with vertical live streaming, they find ways to interact with their users, especially if they do not know them. So they're like the option to add a poll, and I'll share other tricks in the next session. So more ways to make money. So right now we have super chat, we have super stickers, paid memberships, all enabled to our vertical live streaming. And also a way to diversify your content. So what are the main difference when we compare horizontal and vertical live streaming? One, you are eligible for shorts feed. You also can scroll through feed for more live streams. And also, if you participate in the memberships program, it's also available for vertical live. Now I'll share a little bit about content strategy best practices. So take a step back, and you can do that right now, or you can reflect later, but you're already creating your content. You might create your shorts, or you're creating a long form, your horizontal live. So instead of just saying, oh my God, I'm so excited, I want to start creating a vertical live, think about what's your goal as a creator, what do you want to accomplish, and maybe write. So for example, you wanna, if I'm a gamer creator, I wanna inspire viewers that love anime, and think about what's your goal. And from that, you can create, think about specific and measurables ways to get there. So I think that's important because now you have more products. So you can create with shorts, you can create with vertical. So think about what is why you would create a vertical live, what is behind that, which number you want to achieve. So I would say right now it's important to think strategically. And here in this presentation, I am sharing like a way that you can create your goals. So you can use this SMART framework, which is being specific, measurable, relevant, timely, and you have access to this material, so you can check that later, but really think about what's your mission and what you want to achieve if you go if you have a vertical live, and you might have a different strategy compared to your long form or your shorts. So think about how they can you can combine and diversify your strategy. Another point here, so when you think about that, make sure you know your audience, and there are two ways to go. So one, deep diving for audience, you can ask your viewers what they would like to see, ask for feedback, and make sure you have your content target to them. On the other hand, the other option is now that you can reach another audience, how will be your content? It might be a bit different from what you're creating right now. So how will you invite people to this party when they do not know you? What do you have that is different? So one good question to ask yourself is, look at your videos and pretend that you are a viewer, that you do not know yourself. Would you like to watch? Be honest and think about and why you would or why you would not. So that's super important to create this strategy as well. Third step is think about the rollout. So right now you can actually schedule your live, and when you schedule your live, if you share YouTube Shorts, on this YouTube Shorts, they will send there'll be a reminder of when you go live. So there's this strategy that you can reach people that they can say when you're going live. So make sure that with this bootcamp, and knowing I just share what's the incentive, think about, okay, when should I go live for the first time? And then the second time, maybe you can schedule those lives and share in your community tab. So make sure you are inviting people in advance to your party, let's say. So you don't just start and people are not aware how they will also show up if they cannot find out about it. So as I said, shorts can promote your scheduled live stream, and that's a really good trick. And there are not many creators that are using that actually. And so, okay, you thought about your strategy that you want to go live, how you can best prepare before you going live. So of course you can practice it, and one trick here is that you can use an unlisted stream that won't be shared with anyone. So you can use an unlisted stream, and let's say you can even share with a friend, or you can do it by yourself. So you do this test with an unlisted live stream link. You go live as a test, and then you test your sound, visuals, have a content plan, really pretend that that's your first sessions, and you can have someone as a moderator. Then you will, when it is uploaded as unlisted, you can watch and check how was your sound quality. Do you like it? Didn't like it? You kind of can also, because it's weird to go live for the first time, so it's a way to avoid that feeling as well. So first step, I would say, use an unlisted stream and as a test for live streaming. Second, is moderation. So you can assign moderators that can be your current viewers, can be someone that you know, and there are ways to have moderators, and I'll share more information about it, but you can use keyword blocking, you can enable hold for review, you can also block viewers if you need. Let's say you prefer to have exclusive vertical live streaming. You can have subscribers only live chat. You can have members only live chat, or you can even have a live chat about ideas that you can create while you're doing your vertical live. I know that there have people here that raised their hands. If you could use the Q&A tool that we have, and right there, because then I can see all the questions, and if I'm not able to respond that with the time we have, I will respond to our newsletter. I'll screenshot all the questions, I'll be able to send it to you. Content plan, so creating your content plan. So what is the format they're going to use, which audience you intend to reach, cost and time to produce. One tip here that I haven't seen creators using, and it's a new feature that we have. When you use YouTube Studio on analytics, there's an inspiration tab. This inspiration tab basically uses your viewers' information about what are they searching and what they're searching about your content. So you can also have ideas about what your viewers would like to see that you're not posting or sharing. This is a super trick. So it's called inspiration tab. You can even like Google how to find inspiration tab, and you have access to what people are that views your content are searching on YouTube. And they even give you ideas for like content to create. So you can also use that as insights. And next session, we will have a best practices session. And we'll also have a Q&A with the product team. But for this Q&A, only who already have either scheduled a live or created a live will have access, because we want to provide this time for with questions that are now, let's say, step 1 questions that I can already answer you. And I also, if you have other questions, I'll share in the newsletter link that is Ask Me Anything, so you can also ask further questions there. Another trick here is that you can start a live poll or go live together. Is also one feature that is enabled for vertical live. So basically, what is next? My recommendation here is first, reflect, think about what your content plan for vertical live. So you have this 8 weeks of bootcamp. We have this main intensive for the next 4 weeks. So when you intend to schedule vertical live. To go live, you actually need to apply for live stream to be eligible. And I'm sharing this QR code if you scan, or you can also Google and search how to be eligible for vertical live streaming. You can apply, and you need to wait 24 hours before your first live stream. So make sure that you are already enabled to go live, and maybe do the unlisted test, as I mentioned. Next step, check today's newsletter and apply your interest to the incentive. And that's totally optional. And then also register on the website for upcoming sessions. So we have best practices, Q&A with the product team, and I might share by tomorrow other sessions that will help about how to have the best scenarios for live streaming. And I will just share two of the most frequent questions, and then I can go for what are the questions that you have submitted here. So I'm creating a vertical live stream. Will desktop and living room viewers see that stream? So basically, if your viewer is watching on desktop or tablet, your live stream will appear at the YouTube watch page. Another question, which is, if you already create horizontal live content, will, let's say if you create vertical live, will that have any impact in your algorithm, your results? So right now, YouTube sees as different products, meaning that one will not impact the other one, which is good because it won't harm your content. But also, let's say you have one vertical live and it was super successful. It doesn't mean that the next one, your algorithm will be fully prepared to keep being successful, and the other way around. So let's say one vertical live was not, had not the best results, will not impact the next one, because we see the data by consistency. So basically, if consistently you have good numbers, then you send this type of signals to the algorithm. And let's say you consistently are having not great numbers, you're sending this sign. So what trick that I have to think, how I know how the algorithm works, is to think, instead of the word algorithm, think about your audience. So what your audience would like to see, when your audience would like to watch that. And you can see all this information through your analytics, and they can say what is the best time to post, days. So just make sure that you understand your audience, and you're also testing and seeing what works best. So we just reached our time, but let me, and if you need to leave right now, it's okay. I will also record this meeting, and you'll be able to watch on our website. So instead of the meet, I'll share the recording link so you can watch that later. And all the questions here from the Q&A, I'll also receive them, and I'll share in the newsletter all the questions and answers. So let's go for the top two that are most voted ones. Does everyone get the incentive as long as we complete the requirements? Yes. You just need to submit a form that I'll send, so I can make sure that you are interested to participate, and that I can also track your information. And it's also cumulative. So let's say you already create your first live and you're enabled for beanie prize, but then you are also enabled for the microphone. You can still have both. So I make it cumulative. The other most voted question is, does the vertical live stream we do meet the requirements for this bootcamp and the deadlines for incentives? How to be a certain length or minimum length? There is no minimum length for your vertical live streaming, because we know that depending on the type of content you create, if you're a gamer or you work with beauty, you have a different timeline. So you are the best one to decide what will be ideal time for you. I know that you might have a lot of still questions. I can have access to all the questions here in the Q&A, and I will respond that later. We'll have other sessions as well where we can talk. You can also send me an email, and I'll also share a Discord link when you can talk with each other. And thank you so much for being here. I think it'll be super fun, and I'm excited to this opportunity that we all have. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Carol.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Take care,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Everybody have